a good idea to buy an iPhone or any other gadget so that your kid does not get bullied at school?
No, I do not think it's a good idea for you to buy anything for your kid to avoid being bullied. Because if you buy something for your kid to avoid getting bullied, they don't grow their character, they don't learn a skill. Because bullies exist, doesn't matter how old you are, bullies exist. So either you can delay the fact that they are going to be bullied and they need to learn how to deal with it sooner or later by either trying to let them fit in, but as soon as you buy them an iPhone or whatever it is that they need to not be bullied, then it's just going to be replaced. The iPhone will be replaced by, an Xbox. The Xbox will be replaced with new shoes. The new shoes will be,
Okay.
they're just, yeah.
So how do you deal? I mean, how are kids supposed to deal with it then?
How are you supposed to deal with bullying?
Yeah, if you get bullied.
Well, the first thing you need to accept is that bullying is going to happen no matter what you do, because people can be bullies. You can't control people's behavior. So to try to stop bullying completely is insane, because bullies themselves are going to be acting out their own emotions through behavior as they're trying to figure out how to behave in the world. So bullying is going to happen no matter what. We can take steps to decrease bullying, and one of those things that you can do is, if you make contact with a bully, then depending on the bullying, because if you have verbal or emotional bullying, then there's a couple strategies you can do. If there's physical bullying, that's going to be a little bit different. Emotional and verbal bullying, you're going to want to first shut them out. You don't want them to enter into your world, because as soon as a bully starts calling you names, bringing you down, being verbally abusive, being emotionally trying to knock you down, you just need to shut them out, because as soon as they enter your world, you acknowledge their existence, and then now they have a footing to kind of make you upset. And that's what they're looking for. They're looking to make you upset, because as soon as you show that you're becoming upset, then they get excited, and then they want to keep doing it over and over again.
Okay, so the best way is to just kind of turn around and ignore them and just walk away.
Just ignore them. Yeah, just shut them out.
So don't show any reaction.
Don't show reaction.
Okay.
The second thing you can do is you can ask yourself, is it true? Because even if you've heard some terrible things and you shut them out, an hour later, it's still going to affect you, because you're just sitting there, you're in class or whatever, and then you're just thinking about what they said to you, and it can hurt your feelings and make you upset. The first thing after that happens, you should ask yourself, do I believe them? Is it true? Because if it's not true, then why should it affect you? Because you can say a bunch of million things that are not true that don't affect you, like, there are dinosaurs walking around downtown. Are there? No. Why does that? It doesn't affect you.
But what if they said something that might be true?
Then you should work on it. then you should, because there's that old expression: keep your friends close, your enemies closer. An idea that an enemy, a bully, someone that might not, that would share something with you that you hope wouldn't be brought to light. Like, maybe there's some truth in some of the things that they say, and if it is true, then that's a good hard look at yourself to give yourself some improvement, to put some area into that character development.
Okay. What about physical bullying?
Physical bullying is something completely different. So physical bullying, if you're getting, first thing you have to understand is the best way to block a punch is to not be there. The best way to avoid getting hit is to not be there. So your primary objective when it comes to physical bullying is to leave. So if someone is going to try to hit you, you should walk away. You should leave. It doesn't matter what it feels like. It doesn't matter. It's not about pride. It's not about how
showing the other person that you're strong.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly. It's not about showing them that you're the one that's in charge and you're the alpha or whatever it is. Like, you don't have to be the one that gets hit just because you're being bullied. You can walk away. So just walk away, and no pride. Just walk away, because anyone who is in an authority position is going to try to stop the fight. So if you want to be in an authority position, you can stop the fight by walking away. Now, you do have the right to defend yourself, and this is something that not many people talk about, but you have the right to defend yourself. So if someone is like coming after you to punch you, you can push them out of the way, but your goal should not be to fight them. The goal should be to leave. So that's where it can be very difficult, especially in the moment when you're heated and you're upset. You have to remember the goal is to leave. The goal is not to fight the other person. So you always want to use the minimum amount of force necessary to achieve your objective, which is to leave. So if they are trying to punch you and you need to push them out of the way, a push is contact, but you need to leave. If they're trying to punch you or hurt you, you could grab them and hold them. I'm not striking them, but my goal is then to get away, to leave. Or it could be that maybe I do have to actually hit somebody, but the goal is not to just pound them into the ground. The goal is to leave. So you always want to use the minimum amount of force necessary to get away. And then after you've gotten away, you can talk to a trusted adult.
Yeah, that was my third question. Is like, is there a way? I mean, does it make any sense to bring schools or adults, parents, anyone else involved?
Yeah, you can bring in a trusted adult. You can talk to a parent. You can talk to a person that you trust that's older. But there is a consequence to that, and you should feel free to do that if you feel it's needed. But you should try to solve the bullying issue first. And if you have told the bully to stop, if you've tried to do all of these other steps and it's still continuing, you can go seek some help. The problem will be that if you talk to a person of authority, the bully will then get punished by that person of authority, and then they will seek vengeance on you for getting them into trouble. And then you, or as someone as an authority figure who has just who has given a consequence to the bully, that bully is now angry at the person who gave them the consequence, and they want vengeance upon the person who they bullied because now they're in trouble. So you should do it if you feel like your physical safety is in trouble.
Okay. But it's always better to try and figure out how to solve it yourself.
100%. Now, that doesn't mean you can't talk with a trusted person and give you ideas and help you try to figure out how to deal with this bullying issue. But ultimately, you're going to grow up and you're going to deal with bullies in your life. So you need to learn how you're going to deal with bullies in your life. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.